Welcome back. So a little mini rant time here at the big board, Kevin style, for what it's worth. Over the last couple of years, I've had a growing interest in miniatures and models and terrain and stuff like that. And I've picked up little bits and pieces here and there. And then I realized I probably wasn't gonna be a minis wargamer, but I was fascinated by larger pieces in that sort of 54 millimeter and larger range where you could get a nice paint job done and have a model of Caesar or Alexander or a general, World War II general or something like that. Really inspired by a friend of mine who has a double garage apartment above his garage, funnily enough. It's kind of how that works. And he had a whole bunch of G.I. Joe guys that were generals. He had Rommel and Patton and all these other, Napoleon and all these other great characters from history. It looked really cool. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. I don't have the shelving space for those types of things. They take up a lot of space, and my shelves are full of games, right? So but I did find eventually online, I found a very cool 3D printing company, a little service that made Caesar and Alexander, and a bunch of other stuff as well. But I was looking for notable characters out of history that I was particularly interested in. So long story short, I bought these things, got them, and I'm like, oh wow, that's so cool. And then I started looking at trying to paint them, and I realized that I paid $100 for these two things, or maybe a little more because they got shipped from Europe and everything. And I was like, oh wow, I need to find someone to paint them. And it took me 18 months, 12 months to find someone to have a conversation with to paint these things for me in the level of detail that I was expecting and all the rest of it. So very excited. Have a conversation with this guy I didn't know at the time that he had an online Facebook page, but that he paints armies and larger pieces called Critical Terrain. And the guy's name is Paul Sauter, Sauter, I think it is. Anyway, he goes by Doc something online, and he had some post in the consumer marketplace, and we chatted quite a bit, and he showed me some examples of his work and all that. And I was like, okay, well, price was reasonable. So that was February this year when we started that conversation. And then in April, or early April or late March, I mailed my stuff to him, packed it very carefully. But apparently, of course, there's one of the spear for Alexander broke. Go figure. But he worked out a way to fix it, whatever. So as of today, July, I think it's 28th today, or maybe it'll be the 30th by the time you see this video, zero. Lots of emails about life problems and issues and this and that, and 67 different people dying in his family, and a lot of drama, a lot of woe is me, and a lot of I got to put the kids to bed and do the dishes, and then I'll send you update pictures. So now first 60 days, didn't ask anything, said I wasn't in a hurry, please take your time, paid 50% up front, ship the stuff to him. But now we are, that's April, May, June, July. So we're now 4 months into this, and all I get is excuses. And I posted a couple of comments once I did some digging around and found his Critical Terrain page, and saw that he was obviously having commentary from other people about his lack of service. And of course, back in April, he put out this PSA announcement that several people had died, and there were tragedies and issues, and I'm shipping 50 packages a month and painting all this stuff. Well, okay, sorry, was very empathetic with the tragedies that went on, and I was happy to be patient. But now we're kind of at the point where I just want to see the progress. Have you done anything? Will you do anything? And if not, mail my products back to me, and then I will work out another plan. That's all I'm looking for. Instead, what I get is, oh, I'm going to send you images tonight. Oh, I had to put the kids to bed and do the dishes. I'll get them to you tomorrow morning. Send him a text in the morning, no response. He gets to me late at night the same night, get the same story, the same, oh, woe is me bullshit. And we're kind of at the point where, fuck you now, right, pal? I want my shit back, and just mail it back to me and we're good. When we can call it bygones, you keep the money, because I know I'll never get that back. Mail my stuff back to me and we're done. Even if they're partially finished, because you're clearly not going to deliver. So you are either A, very inefficient and stupid, or B, a liar and a scammer, which I don't think you are. I just think you're very, very poorly, you're managing your time poorly. And based on what I'm seeing of your posting online, you're a stoner and you can't manage your time, and you probably spend most of it daydreaming and looking out the window instead of actually painting people's products. So fast forward, I'm now getting, because of my posts I made on the Facebook page, I've now been contacted by at least 2 other people who've said there are at least 5 other people who have the same issue. So this is one, a public request for my products to be shipped back to me in good order. I don't care if they're painted or not, just send the fucking things back to me. 1. 2, a product review and service review of Critical Terrain and Paul Sauter's management and business management and poor customer service. And 3, a PSA announcement that you should be very careful about using this guy, and don't pay everything up front. He certainly asked if I would pay him actually in full 2 months ago, because he needed the money and all this sort of drama. And I've been through that bullshit with other people before for other worlds, and know that's a clear sign that bad shit is about to happen. So that's when I first started getting nervous, was when he asked for the rest of the money up front before he delivered any product. And Paul, giving you the benefit of the doubt, if you do finish my products, I will not be paying you until I see a receipt that the products have been shipped to me in good order, and then I will pay you. You'll get the rest of your money. Although I should penalize you and take some of the money back, but I won't. I'll just pay you because I think you're a struggling young man with a lot of issues. And you have kids, and I don't want to take money off your table. I've seen posts on your Facebook page about your kids and all the rest of it. So let's have you send me my stuff back, or let's have you focus on one project at a time and finish what you started, and be a good chap and don't be a dishonest little prick. And then we can take this video down, or I'll make sure I post it everywhere I can, and talk to every person I know who plays minis, paints minis, does commission work. Every page I can find about miniatures, I will post this video so that everybody knows that your name is not to be trusted, and that your service is terrible, and that you are a poor business manager. And let's hope, God willing, that you are not a crappy painter, because when I get my shit back and it's terrible, then we're going to have a second video about the quality of your work. But I'm assuming, because I haven't seen anything, that it will be okay. All right, there's my little rant for the day. It's only Wednesday, hump frickin' day. Let's see what the rest of the week has for us. All the best. Not.